Hello there, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dragon Age Inquisition. So, last time we ended after recruiting the Iron Bull, who's standing right there, and so I travel us back to Haven so we can talk to him and initiate conversation.
Got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
How'd you know he's a Templar?
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't know. It might not be a Templar shield. It's a Templar hold to it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight defensive mages. Your Templars do good work.
Yes, he is.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. We've got no leader. No Inquisitor.
Well, Yana's our leader, we got Cassandra, Cullen commands the troops. Do we need one? Perhaps I should lead. I'm gonna save it on Cassandra.
Cassandra's been the driving force of this Inquisition. She's the leader in all but name.
Cassandra's a secret. From what I gather, that's a bit like a Ben Husser. She's a good hunter and a great fighter. She doesn't see the big picture. Too busy searching for answers. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you've seen it. The Chantry kicks off its ass and all those soldiers go home.
You think?
It could happen. It won't. But it can.
Yeah, let's chat on
What can I do for you?
do some of these investigate options. So tell me, why the name Iron Bull?
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names on the regiment. Just, I don't know. Job description, yes. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull myself.
That name.
Why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like killing things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
Alright. I don't feel like talking about Canary and Ben Hasworth right now. We're gonna go to the war table and then hop back into the hinterlands for some more action. I don't want to spend another episode talking to everyone for a while, as much fun as it is. Guessing you guys want to see some actual gameplay. So we will do that shortly. Just want to make sure the war table stuff's all taken care of. So everyone's mission should be ready to hand in. I believe there's only one or two other ones to go do. Alright. I'm calling on me some money. And Liliana just called from Andraste. It's amazing how many passages remained undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to sacred ashes. The cult didn't build all of this, it was here long before, and who knows how many years it would take to resolve. They got an amulet, it's not very good. But there's a follow-up. Secrets of Andraste. Ruins discovered in the mountain passage during the recent search are what they've never seen before, neither to Vinter nor Elvin, perhaps dating back to the time of Andraste herself. There are few who might be able to translate the script, and the benefit of doing so is unknown. We have aided with magical knowledge and the means to acquire text, let us work to this ourselves. Several Indian scholars can be discreet and transmit. Yeah, let's stick with in-house people. I don't want to let anyone else in on this, you know. Keep secrets. Keep them safe. And we got Josephine, who's working with this. So, yeah. We got this is a Ben Hasworth report, so this is something that was given to us by the Iron. So part of a Ben Hasworth report noting the current fight for succession in Lies, which has been, or Leeds, I'm not sure which has been without a direct ruler since Duke Ramage died early in the early Civil War. The duchy will go to one of three members of the dead Duke's family, all of whom have possible claims to the position due to the complex nature of Orlesian politics. His cousin Carolina, already a duchess by marriage, his daughter Monette, whose claim is muddied by her youthful naivete and the fact that her father pushed her into a life of service to the Chantry after his wife's death, likely to protect her from the dangers of the game, and his brother Jean Gaspard, an ambitious and cunning man who has been searching for power. Carolina is capable and not overly invested in overseeing leads personally. Monette would be the most easily manipulated but less likely to be useful. Jean Gaspard would be difficult to manipulate and could present a threat if he succeeds as brother. Any of the three candidates would become a valuable ally in the Inquisition, but the other two must be removed from play first. So Liliana could remove Monette. He'll remove John Gaspard, and she can destroy Carolina. Because Carolina is capable and not overly invested in overseeing leads personally. See, she sounds like the most helpful, because like she'll do a good job, but isn't invested in doing it, so we can just sort of say, hey, do it your way, and she'll be the most easy to follow. So, but then we have this mission that we finished. I very much enjoyed your soiree, and I hope to see you at the summer cottage. We got some influence. That's legit. There'll be probably a follow-up to that at some point. Anything that has sort of a name and then a colon, so it's going to get a follow-up. So we had this one, which I remember I wanted to put Josephine on. Delicate hand of thieves should focus on clerics and be swayed to make their voices loud and musical. So yeah, use her for this, and then let's have Cullen get rid of Jean Gaspard.
All right.
And then we can, for the next one, get rid of Monette and put Carolina on there, since I think she's our best bet. So all three of my guys are working on something, and it's going to be a little bit before they are done, so that gives us time to hop over to the hinterlands back. And we got a quest from our acquisition, so there's another acquisition that's going to be given to us, and we've got some other stuff, but I think first we should go recruit this last party member that was sort of presented to us, this Blackwall, this Grey Warden. The Grey Wardens were the organization that you fought along as a part of, really, in the first Dragon Age game. You were brought in to remember as being a Grey Warden, and you had to stop the Darkspawn, which is what the Grey Wardens are all about. So Liliana's worried that, because the Grey Wardens stopped being active across Freldon, right at about the same time that this all started happening. So it's kind of curious. Two weird things would happen near each other. And Blackwall is the only Grey Warden she's been able to track down nearby, so she's like, let's go and talk to him, figure out if he has anything to say. So yeah. So let's head on up here and find this Blackwall. Give him a chat. And we're gonna see how the Iron Bull does as the party tank over Cassandra, even though he's not a sword and shield user. And I think Vivienne will be, we've already established, is just fine as a replacement for Solus, as far as what we need. So let's go around the lake. Sort of you can't, if you tread too deep into water, you will sort of, not exactly die, but you will respawn, often with your health lost on the side of the lake, so it's just better to go around.
You know, Viv, you're not bad with that staff.
You will address me as Enchanter Vivienne, court mage to the Empire of Orlais, or Madame de Fer, not Viv.
Oh, right, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am works as well.
I'm just going to tell you, their dialogue, Iron Bull and Vivienne, excellent. It's just, it never stopped being awesome. I mean, just the fact that he's so rapidly, on their first conversation, intimidated by her, despite being who he is, the freaking Iron Bull. It's just awesome. But anyway, I'm just collecting herbs while I can up here. I've established previously how important gathering is. There are likely to be points of this Let's Play where I will find a distraction and do herb gathering outside of my recording. Try to make sure I won't do anything. If I do that, I won't do anything important. I will not do a single quest. I will just run and collect herbs and other resources, but Blackwall. Let's see what he's got to
Remember
say.
how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall. Warden Blackwall.
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said that?
That was good. It's a good shield.
That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come.
Let's screw them up. I don't like bandits. Neither should you. That was fast. That was fast. That was unusually quick.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
Greetings are in order. Depends on who you ask. I can ask questions. I'll say greetings.
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
I wasn't using the warnings yet. Killing bandits.
I'm not here to accuse, not yet. We just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire, make you better than you think you are.
I love Blackwall, but the beard clipping just gets me. Man. The treaties sound powerful.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient.
True.
Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Where might the wardens go?
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they return to our stronghold at Weishaupt? That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they disappear to.
I mean, you disappeared.
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive, but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
Inspiring, but
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
how can you alone help?
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. What can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed.
Damn straight.
Well, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
Yes, for the Inquisition.
Warden Blackwall, The Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
He's useful. I'm not gonna take him out with us right just yet, but he's a cool guy. Probably gonna make him sword and shield like Cassandra. Weapon and shield. I guess it's more accurate than sword and shield. Let's grab this mosaic piece. Grab this chest. Get him a schematic for a mace. That. Loot off these bandits. Those bandits were really easy, and I need to check something really quickly because I'm worried. Alright, I'm still on the hardest difficulty, which is good. I was just sort of like afraid that it put me down to easy because they died too quickly. And difficulty does affect the health of people. Blood Lotus. So now we got this. There's one other thing. I think next my big mission's going to be dealing with these Templars. So there's a Templar camp along the western road, as it says right there. And it needs dealing with. It's going to stop Templar NPCs from spawning out and about and fighting. So it's going to make my travel time a little bit easier. So, yeah, there's the Wandering Templars and the Wandering Mages. So we're going to deal with the Templars right now. And then maybe we can deal with the Mages. Which will then give us a chance to focus in on all the smaller tasks that they wanted us to deal with. So I'm going to ignore that, some of these groups, and go try to just deal with the bigger group that's over this way. I know where that camp is, having played this before. There's a defender and another defender. There's those two defenders down. Let's grab this loot. Grip, Amulet of Magic, and Reinforced Scout Armor. That's for level 6. So that Amulet of Magic is going to be something I like. And then we can give Bull this increase to Constitution, so help his health. Bridge while I'm down here. There's some Templars over here. I'm gonna worry about fighting them later. I'm gonna take out the big group first. Save my strength for the majority, which is gonna be up this way. Let's see. Not walk in the front entrance. Seems like a poor choice to me. Mark Knight. It's all alone. Lightning bolts him. can't go through that. Which is frustrating. Bullshit. Chug. I'm dead. There we go.
Refugees should be safer on the King's Road now. Still have those apostates to deal with, though.
True. But Templars first things first. One at a time. Alright. So it may have been a tough fight, but we did it. Took all of our potions, but got her done. Now you can fast travel back to your camp after I'm done looting this one. And the Sweetest Fingers. That is a one-handed sword, I believe. I'll probably hand that over to either Cassandra or Blackwall the next time I'm out and about. Let's grab that. Onyx. That's good material. This chest. Schematic for a dagger. Dude, that's like the basic low-level dagger, so that's fine. Okay. How's that camp salute? Let's not quest over there. Let's go back to camp. We can accept a requisition, and we'll be all healed up. And I should give Varric a, so there's two things I should do. Remember, one thing I noticed, I want Iron Bull to, yes. Yeah. And you can go a little bit crazier with the abilities.
Dispatch for you.
Okay, important.
What is it?
This could help us.
So they want me. Vigilance Puzzle Box. Drakestone, Obsidian, Rambler, Crystal Grace. It's a tougher one. Iron Bull can have some regen potions, which would be helpful. And Eric can fire. What can I do? I can make this episode slightly longer. Let's go investigate whatever that was. I actually think I know what the next thing I need to do is. I'm wandering in this direction will get me sort of on the way to there. Let's go sit with that and see what that is. Also see if there's those Templars are still in this one spot that I ignored before. There's a treasure chest there, I believe. So we can either fight them if they're still there, or hopefully they just won't be there, and then I can just get the chest free. Which will be fun. But yeah, as you can now see, we still have the Cell Swords and the Rebel Spellbinders wandering about. But there won't be any more Templars wandering about for free. Like, we'll still run into Templars if it's, like, a scripted thing or part of the plot or a specific area, but they won't respawn throughout the entire map. Okay, cool, yeah, so they're done because I killed the main camp, and I can accept this chest. Ooh, a schematic for an enchanter code. That could be actually very useful. That was a tier 2. If I'm lucky. Okay, so it doesn't have any utility slots, unfortunately, but it is still pretty good. I just need to get maybe some armament-like slots that have utility slots. So utility slots, in case you don't understand what I mean by that, is that when when you're crafting something, it requires a certain amount of material across different slots, and the slot determines what the material is providing for that. So there is a letter, which is probably going to be for my quest. Turn the stolen treasures to the Western Fortress. That is a tougher, higher-level quest, I know, because of playing the game before. We're actually going to go up here because I think I can do this relatively quickly. What was I saying? Oh, here's another quest. Yeah, so different slot types determine what a material adds. The utility slot sort of adds to your attributes, you know, strength, dex, con, magic, cunning, or willpower. And that is a lot better than a lot of the other slots. That's also going to add interesting things, but the attribute raising is much more of a important mechanic. So it's nice when you have crafting schematics that have these slots in them. It means that it's going to help you. And I leveled up.
Those didn't fight like normal wolves. What gives?
Perhaps the breach drove them mad.
Perhaps indeed. So let's level me up really quickly. I believe I know what I want. I'm pretty sure that is this lightning bolt does more damage if there are other enemies nearby, and if there are enough close to the start, you can avoid a whip force and knock back all enemies except for paralyzed from your target. That can be useful, so I want to do that. That would have been useful in the Templar fight, I think. Here we appear to be in Farm Land. I think there's something in this building, if I'm not mistaken. It's a weird sounding thing. Oh. This is one of those things that we activated with Solus. Now if we see these things, more the ones like the ones that we saw with Solus's quest, we can activate them. There's a bunch of those scattered all over the world. They just raise your influence a little bit and give you some experience, I think. So they're useful. So yeah, there's a Buffalo. But they're domesticated and clearly in a farm, so I don't want to do anything with them.
I suppose this must be Master Dennett.
Yeah, Master Dennett was the horse master who was supposed to fight the Inquisition with horses. I'm gonna go talk to him for a purpose.
We should look around.
Hi, first I'm gonna ignore you and do this.
So you're the Inquisition, eh?
Bottles of Thedas. You can
Here you're trying
collect
to bring order back.
alcohol.
Might find someone.
Just
Watch
as a
yourself,
collection
Inquisition.
thing.
It's ugly out there.
Just to find them all across the world.
Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
That's right.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
Got a problem with me?
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? Just because I called you a hammer rider? Those hammer are damn majestic beasts. I'll give my right arm to ride one. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. Chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
So yeah. Quests. But more importantly, I got a mount. Mounts are cool, guys. And it unlocks my ability to shift to gallop, equals sign to dismount. Summon your mount, press the mount icon on the hotbar, press the I can summon the mount in any area where I'm allowed to, and it'll just sort of appear and I can ride it. If your party members sort of vanish, they'll reappear when you dismount. And yeah, mounts. That's also going to unlock a bunch of other stuff. But I think I will end it mounted like a champion for the moment. So next time we will see what this Horsemaster Dennett wants us to do and pick up a few quests and decide where we're going next. So thanks for watching and tune in next time.